Welcome to VoIP4Cloud. In this quick start video, I will walk you through the basic features of your reseller account, as well as walk you through setting up a new customer. To set up your customers, you will use our control panel called Fuse Professional. Once logged in, you will be able to set up customers, their extensions, and what you want to charge them. If you have any problems with the control panel, or any other problems regarding your account, please open a ticket using support.voip4cloud.com. Let's get started. To log into the control panel, go to the URL fusepro.voip4cloud.com and enter your login and password sent to you by email. Once logged into the control panel, you may see the Modify Account Details screen. Please fill in all the information required and then click the OK button to continue. You should now see the Organizations Management screen. Here is where you can create a new customer account. In the control panel we call a customer an organization. But before you create an organization, you must first create what you want to charge them, and how you want to charge. This is called a charging plan. It is best to organize what you want to charge your organizations ahead of time. Do you want to charge them prepaid or postpaid, relative to your cost, in 60-second intervals, or 60 seconds for the first minute, and then every 30 seconds thereafter? For this tutorial, I will show you how to set up a charging plan so you make double your cost using the relative to cost method, and since all resellers are charged in 6-second intervals, your organizations will be charged every 6 seconds as well for this method. If you want to set up a charging plan that charges organizations every 60 seconds, please see the tutorial titled Advanced Charging Plans. To create a new charging plan, click Charging Plans on the left-hand menu. Click Add a charging plan. Now enter the details of the new charging plan. I will select prepaid for this example. Next, I enter the charging segments of 6 seconds for all values. We are doing a relative to cost method here, so the charging segments will all be 6/6. Under Fees, uncheck the Unlimited box next to the field Initial credit available for outgoing calls and Initial credit available for incoming calls. Set both to 0, as we will top up the account after this step. Now select Relative to Call Cost. Set the charge for incoming and outgoing calls at 2 times the cost plus 0 additional charge. This tells Fuse Professional to charge double the cost we charge you for all incoming and outgoing calls. Next, if you want to charge local calls, which are extension to extension calls, then set it here. Finally, click the OK button to continue. Now you will see the new charging plan in the list. This is now the default charging plan selected when you create a new organization. Let's create a new organization. On the left-hand menu, click Organizations. Click Add Organization. Fill in the organization details. If you fill in the email address, Fuse Professional will send an email automatically with the login details. All your organizations will have a similar view of the Fuse Professional control panel using their respective login and password. Click the OK button to continue. On the next screen, we can set the permissions and limits to allow for this organization. Click the OK button to save. Now you will see the new organization in the list. Next, we need to add credit to this organization. Click on the organization name you just created. Click on Charging Credits. Enter the amount of credit to add to the organization. You will see that credit is split into 2 parts, outgoing and incoming. You must enter an amount for outgoing calls and for incoming calls separately. These amounts will apply to all the users and extensions under this organization. Click the OK button to add the credit. Next, we need to set up a charging plan for the organization's users. This is similar to the step we did before, but here we just add a one-to-one charging plan so that the users get billed the same cost as the organization. Click Add a charging plan. Name the plan. Leave the defaults. Fill in the maximum limit to public network. Next, enter the charging segments. We set up this organization earlier to be charged 6.6, so enter 6 in all the fields. Next, select relative to call cost and enter 1 times the call cost and $0 for all the values. This will effectively show the same cost as the organization. If the organization is a hotel and wants to charge a premium, you could charge additional on this charging plan, but for now, we will set it this way for business offices. Click the OK button to save. Next, click Add User. Fill in the user details. If you fill in the email address, Fuse Professional will send the user their login details. The user control panel can be used to view reports, voicemails, and recordings. Set the user's permissions and limits. Click the OK button to save. Now you will see the new user in the list. To add a phone terminal extension, click on the user just created. Click Add Extension. Enter the extension number, 1 to 999. Leave phone terminal as the type, and enter a label to describe the extension. You can uncheck the auto-generate password box if you want to enter a password manually. Otherwise, leave it checked and Fuse Professional will email an auto-generated password to the email set up on their user account. Click the OK button to continue. On the next screen, set the caller ID by selecting the value next to the field caller ID number in public calls. Select Set by User, and enter a phone number in the field to the right. Make sure to add a plus in front of this number. This way, it will display correctly when routed on the public phone network. This is the only place you need a plus in front of the phone number. When dialing out, no plus is needed. Next, let's set voicemail for this extension. Scroll down and click the voicemail section. Click the box to enable voicemail. Fill in the options and scroll to the bottom. Click the OK button to save. To put this new extension on an IP phone, click the extension we just created. Under the extension overview section, note the phone terminal login and the SIP server. When setting up the IP phone, enter the phone terminal login. Make sure to include the full login including the star. Enter the SIP server IP address where it asks for the proxy. This info was also emailed to the user along with the password. Once the IP phone is set up, refresh this screen to see if it shows registered. To make a call, simply dial the phone number starting with the country code. It is not required to dial anything before the country code like 011 or plus. Thank you for using VoIP4Cloud. You can find more tutorial videos at support.voip4cloud.com.